Hello viewers, welcome back to the Moose Mobile Auto Repair channel, and today we're working on a 2011 Ford Edge with the 3.5 liter V6 engine, and we are going to be performing an oil change service. So on this particular vehicle, you just need to open the hood. The oil cap is located here. It says it takes 5W20 engine oil, either conventional or synthetic, it doesn't matter. So just take that out and remove the dipstick out. So I'm just in a hurry right now because I'm doing some other work on this vehicle, and so the customer, they need the vehicle very soon. The engine hasn't been started for a short while, so it's best to drain this when the engine is warmed up or hot, so you're able to get the contaminants out, more of the contaminants, and the engine oil will pour out faster. So this is a 15. Make sure you have a drain pan. This vehicle has over 300,000, and so it's the first time I'm servicing this vehicle. I'm going to grab a socket now because it's not loosening freely. So this is a 15 millimeter. And if you need to change the gasket, you can, but we are not going to change it. We're just going to leave it alone. So the oil is still draining, so we are going to wait for the oil to finish draining, and we'll install the drain plug back. So the oil pan, the engine, is located on the passenger side here. And once again, this is for basic do-it-yourselfers who don't know too much about doing oil changes. So that's the reason why I'm doing this video. Now, as you can see, the way I jacked everything up and raised the vehicle with the jack stands, because this vehicle is badly rusted, so I wasn't able to jack up at the jacking point down there, so I had to jack up somewhere on the subframe, and I placed a couple jack stands on the subframe of this vehicle. So that's why I have the placement the way it is, because it's too rusted down there to jack it up the regular way. So once this vehicle is all done draining, you can reinstall the drain plug. And tighten it up snug. This is an aluminum oil pan, so you don't need to tighten it all that tight. Just until it's snug, and then you should be all good. Just making sure. And then we're going to wash it down after with some brake cleaner. So once again, this is going to be a relatively very quick oil change video, because I'm pressed for time at the moment, because the customer, they need their vehicle back soon, so I can't show all the details here. So we are going to remove the oil filter, just using a removal tool with a 3/8 extension, 3/8 ratchet. Loosen up the oil filter a little bit, drain the oil, and just wait until it drains a bit. before you remove it completely. So remove the oil filter. .407 Auto Parts 407. Looks like a cheap oil filter, but whatever. Anyways, make sure you wipe the surface where the oil filter is mounted. We are going to be using the genuine Motocraft oil filter FL500S. This is a genuine Ford stuff. And make sure to lubricate the new gasket with some fresh oil, and make sure that the old gasket is still on the old oil filter and not stuck onto the engine. So make sure to clean the surface on the engine before you install the filter. So install the new filter by hand. Not screwing in properly for some reason. Sometimes on some engines and or oil filters, they have some issues with the threads, either on the oil filter or on the engine, until it catches properly so that you're able to spin it on. We're going to tighten this up. Spray some brake cleaner. I'm just using some clean flow brake and parts cleaner. Make sure it's tight. I'm going to wash down the oil pan area. And that's going to be it underneath. Just verify your work and make sure everything is tight, and then you're all good. So now we are going to put in some engine oil. I'm using the 5W30 synthetic oil, in-house brand from Part Source. It's fully synthetic. So we are going to pour that in. And I believe this takes roughly 5.75 liters, if I'm not mistaken. I'll put the spec on the screen. I usually put roughly 6 liters in this, so it's going to vary. But you will need to check the oil level first, just to make sure, and double check, and top up as necessary. So this is going to be 5 liters so far. This whole jug. I have a little bit of an open container here. Probably half a liter maybe. So I'm just going to take this out for now, and then wipe this a bit, reinstall the cap, and I'm going to start the engine and have a look at the oil level. The first thing you want to do is you can start the engine, but verify for leaks first at the oil filter and the drain plug, and then you can go ahead and lower the vehicle and then check the oil level and top up as necessary. So we are going to start the engine up now. So have a look at the oil level. The engine is still cold, but it's okay for now. We are going to have to warm it up a bit to get an accurate reading on this, but we'll have a look first to see on what the level is at. So it's very low right now. The level is very low down here, so we probably have to add maybe another half a liter or so. It's somewhere down here, so we'll have to top it up some more. So now I topped up the engine oil a tiny bit more, and now we are at the full mark and where the hatch mark is. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that on camera, but you can see in where the hatch mark is now, on the very top, the top hatch. If you have it a little bit overfilled on where the dot is, that's also fine. That's no big deal, but I believe it should be on where the top hatch mark is, and that's okay. If it's a tiny bit overfilled, it's not a big deal. So either on the hatch mark or on the upper dot is fine. And if the engine is cold, the engine oil is going to expand anyways once it warms up, because heat expands oil. So that's going to be it. I already washed everything down off camera. I sprayed some brake cleaner on the engine cover, and that's it. I'm going to show you guys again, because I reviewed the last footage and I wasn't able to quite see. So I'll make it easier for you guys to see, because the camera is not focusing. So you want the oil to be on the top hatch mark, and that's fine. If you have it a little bit overfilled, that's also fine. It's no big deal, but ideally should be on the top hatch mark. So I hope that you guys can see that better. So now you want to clear the oil life indicator. See on where to go here. So you go to settings, use this for the controls. Go to settings, vehicle settings, vehicle, oil life reset, and then set to 100. Hold down OK, and it said setting complete. And then I believe that should be it. Information, 2 warnings. Yeah, this customer still has to fill up some gas. The tire pressures. I believe the tire pressures are okay. Just doesn't have the sensors in them. So that's it. That's everything for the clearing the oil life monitor. So that's going to conclude this video for the oil change service on this 2011 Ford Edge. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please don't forget to give it a like, and please consider subscribing to my channel if you're not already a subscriber, and please don't forget to hit that bell notification if you haven't done so. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day and take care.